How's it going, everyone? KI Coaster Guy here, and today I wanted to talk about what's going on with Top Thrill 2 currently and give some predictions about when it could be reopened. As always, mandatory disclosure, there will definitely be speculation in this video from myself and others. This video is mostly for people like me who want to engage with the rumors and are watching this story like a hawk. But to start with, let's go with some things we can actually confirm. Right now, there are trains on the track, but all of their wheels have been removed. I think at this point, it's looking more and more likely that the information we've been hearing about this issue being wheel related, particularly that there's something going on with the wheel bogies, is looking like it was good. Also, to again address speculation that the ride's opening is imminent, WTVG Toledo, an ABC affiliate, did a short report on Top Thrill 2 yesterday, and according to them, the Ohio Department of Agriculture, who do inspections on these rides, are still awaiting word from Cedar Point on when the ride can be reinspected, which doesn't look good for people speculating that the ride will be open anytime real soon. A couple of perspectives I want to go over here as well. One is that of Ryan the Ride Mechanic, who did a video on this where he goes into detail on what kinds of issues he suspects the ride is having. I won't go super into depth on what he said. I'll put a link in the description so you can go check it out if you like. It's a really interesting watch, so I do recommend it. But what I want to focus on is his theory regarding the issue being related to the wheels, specifically that they could be delaminating due to the force of the ride. He puts forth that premature wear on the wheels coating could be the reason we were seeing so many rollbacks the Thursday before the ride closed, as Cedar Point and Zamperla could have possibly lowered the speed of the launch in an effort to slow that wear down. He also goes into how if this is the problem, the turnaround time for these wheels to be relaminated and cured is 60 to 90 days in his estimation, which would be totally devastating for Cedar Point's season this year. I haven't been back to Cedar Point, but I have been told that if you get up on Power Tower, you can actually see the wheels laid out next to the trains, so hopefully they're just waiting on new wheel bogies to come in so they can put them back on. But I still think that's an interesting point he makes, and I definitely suggest that video and his channel in general. The other perspective is from YouTuber Justin Jazwa, who did a video also in the description where he claims to have been given inside information from an unnamed source at the park, who told him that an unspecified modification was being made to the wheel bogies, but that the wheel compound will remain the same, at least for now. The biggest piece of information he has is that currently, or at least as of a few days ago, the park is looking at a 4 to 5 week timeline. Let's call it 4, putting us at around the weekend of June 21st for a reopening date. So now I'd like to give a prediction a whirl on when this thing may reopen, as well as providing my thought process on why. And as of right now, I'm going to predict late June or early July, and I'm kind of leaning towards the latter. Now, I know El Toro Ryan did that video where he speculates the ride could open much earlier, and he does provide a very interesting theory on that and why. But personally, I think just given the history of Top Thrill Dragster, Cedar Point is going to be extremely risk-averse when it comes to reopening this ride, and will likely want to be completely sure there won't be any potential problems. So if there is an issue with the wheel compound, they certainly won't want to risk pieces of it breaking off of the wheels and hitting someone below. In addition to that, we know these modifications will take some time, as well as the whole process of retesting and reinspecting the ride. We're not seeing quite as many updates about work going on at the site, so I think while they may be doing some work when the park is closed, they could be waiting on parts in order to complete whatever the next step is here, so I'm allowing a little bit of wiggle room here by predicting, sort of late June or early July for all those things to be completed. But I'm really curious what you guys think. If you've been paying close attention to all this, when do you see Cedar Point reopening Top Thrill 2? Even if I'm wrong about the timeline, I'm still betting on this season, but I'm curious how many of you think it might be longer. Or do you have the opposite opinion and think they'll be reopening even sooner than what I've suggested? Let me know in the comments below. Of course, I will be continuing to keep a close eye on this. I'm finding this all really fascinating, and I'm really looking forward to the day where we know more about what actually happened and what steps were taken to address whatever challenges Top Thrill 2 is currently facing. Anyway, folks, that all clear means I'm up, and out of here. If you enjoyed the video, a like rating to help with the algorithm is always appreciated, and don't forget to subscribe subscribe for more if you haven't already. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you all next time.